What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Day, the host that do the most with your daily dose, back with another video. So I've been thinking about how a lot of people tend to play things safe with life. I actually was one of those people and always found myself having this constant feeling of I'm not doing enough, or I'm not doing something that I genuinely like or that I feel like is for me. So for those of you who don't know, outside of this YouTube stuff, I run my real estate transaction management business, and I also do side hustles like Uber. Before that, I worked as a real estate agent, which was a great experience, don't get me wrong, but it was something that I could truly tell was not my passion. I spent those 3.5 years or so working as a real estate agent, learning a ton in the field, but I just never really had that drive for it. Like I did when I initially started, but it wore off over time. And when you're truly passionate about something, that drive just never runs out. So I knew that wasn't for me. Last July, I ended up selling a fourplex in Ventura for 1.4 million. And even after selling that, I realized that I didn't get that much fulfillment from it, which is crazy. And at that moment, I knew it genuinely wasn't for me anymore. But with that being said, I did learn from those 3.5 years what one of my true passions was, and that was the transaction management aspect of real estate, which we also call transaction coordinating, which is basically managing the paperwork and making sure that escrow, lenders, buyers, sellers, everyone has everything they need to have a smooth transaction. After that transaction, I took a leap of faith and moved to San Diego for a job as a transaction coordinator for a team out here. I did that for about 7 months, and the income was great, don't get me wrong, but I realized that it still wasn't that thing that I truly was like passionate about, because I've always had the desire of strictly like being independent, working by myself, being able to travel and work and having that flexibility. So in April of this year, I ended up starting the transaction coordinating business. And literally within about 2 or 3 weeks in, I ended up picking up my first client, which came from the previous team that I was working at. And from one of my Uber rides, I actually picked up a client that ended up being a broker for 40 agents, and we are on like our second or third transaction together now. That client, which is my biggest client to date, came from an Uber ride, which I never expected. And it just goes to shows that like whatever you manifest will gravitate towards you as long as you put in that work. That's really just been on my mind lately. So I wanted to talk to you guys about not playing life safe and really like following your true dreams and your passions. Like if you guys are, let's say you're into art, you can do your art stuff to the fullest. Yeah, it may not be paying you initially, but you could also find a side hustle or something that pays you, or a job that pays you, while you're also putting effort into growing what you truly are passionate about. And that's where true fulfillment comes from. Leaving the job that I was at before, although it was great because it still was transaction coordinating and it paid really well, but I didn't have the flexibility of being able to work remote and travel and work. And initially, although I took a pay cut by leaving that job and starting my own business, the income that I've been getting from my side hustle, Uber, has completely replaced what I was getting at from the other place. And it's a similar amount, it's very comparable. But not only is it replacing that, it also allows me to focus on my true passions, which are making great content for you guys and also growing my real estate transaction coordinating business, which has been great. I mean, I have loved every single bit of it. Although I'm working long hours, I work about 80 hours a week between Uber, real estate transaction coordinating, and making videos for you guys. But honestly, I've been happier than ever because every single day I'm doing things I'm passionate about. So it doesn't really feel like work. I just had that on my mind and wanted to talk to you guys about it. Stop playing life safe. If you guys have any goals or passions, that's what you should pursue. Because if you do things that you aren't passionate about, you're never going to find that fulfillment. You also have to consider that it's important to live. Yes, live your life. Yes, go have fun, but you also should put in the work, because at the end of the day, every single day is a matter of life and death, because tomorrow is not promised. So you should spend every single day doing what you love, having fun, and yes, working hard, and it'll all be all right. That's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below in the comment section, and hit that subscribe button. I'm out.